How many men have you allowed to experience your charming, tempting allure today? How many have you allowed to experience your greatness in bed? How many of you satisfied? Brought to a crescendo? I don't know why I'm keeping you on. You earn. We agreed I'd let you work at the flat till you found another one. I've got plans for this place. I'm going to make it more intimate, more sensual. Sensual. You wouldn't know about that, would you? You spend too much time talking to the punters.
Well, I'm not the woman I was. I've found Jesus now. Yeah. Anyway, I haven't done any business for years.
No wonder they never come back.
What? You've got to give them time. They're often lonely. Huh? Besides, I'm waiting for Mr. Right to come along and take me away from
Mr. Right? That's a laugh. I've got a new girl waiting to replace you.
Well, how am I going to support myself?
If you hadn't drove him away, he could have supported you.
He couldn't have supported me, he couldn't support anyone.
You drove him away with your whoring.
Oh, I didn't go on the game till he'd left.
He used to spin me round and pretend that he was drunk.
He was drunk.
You didn't like him getting close to me, did you? Because it meant him neglecting you.
Oh, it wasn't like that.
I was bullied at school because my mum was a whore. The kids used to chant, "Your mum's a prostitute. Your mum don't look after you."
I did what I did to look after you.
And one day I decided to stand up for myself. And I hit one of them. That's when I realised I had power. I could see the fear in their eyes. My dad was my hero. He used to take me to the park to play football, and sometimes he used to let me score, but I know he was only being kind.
You're just like him. Nasty, violent, greedy.
I'm driving you away because you drove him away.
He left of his own
He
accord.
left because you was a whore.
He didn't. He left when he found out.
Found out what?
Nothing.
Look, you're going to tell me, so tell me.
No, I can't.
Why not?
I just can't.
Why not?
It's too late.
Too late for what?
It was a long time ago.
Long time ago? You talk a load of old shit. Look, you're going to tell me, so just tell me.
I can't tell you.
Tell me.
If I tell you, you'll get even angrier.
No, I won't.
You won't be able to take it.
I will. Tell me.
I can't.
Tell me.
Well.
Yeah. Yeah.
He wasn't your father. Father of my baby, of you. Oh, I wanted to tell you all these years. I wanted to say, but I never had the courage.
You're a liar.
It's true. I never used to see him from one day to the next. He was always out, womanizing. I was so lonely. I needed emotional support. Well, Sam, the next door neighbour, he was very supportive, and well, he was more of a friend, you know, and well, I was so happy. Yeah, and then when I got pregnant by Sam, I thought that he'd be my Mr. Right and that we'd go off and we'd live happily ever after. But when I told him that I was pregnant, he didn't want to know. So I pretended that the baby was my husband's, your so-called father. I suffered a lot after getting pregnant by Sam. Oh, you know, I tried to make it up to you. I was so guilty. I felt so guilty. I tried to make it up to you in so many different ways, you know? But one night, years later, he came in. He told me he was leaving and that he was taking you with him. You're not the real mother, he said. Well, you're not the real father, I said. Oh, he went berserk. Oh, I took a hell of a beating that night. In the morning, he'd gone. I couldn't help turning to prostitution after he'd left because I had nothing. I mean, I'd lost my confidence, my self-respect, so I started to put cards up in the shop windows advertising myself. You know, I didn't have to face anyone, well, except the men who walked through that door, but I was hoping Mr. Wright would come along. Yeah. But, and the men, they were very supportive at first. Maybe Mr. Wright will come along one day. All I want is to fall in love and find some happiness, maybe even get married. My trouble is that I can't say no to men when they tell me their sad stories.
Ooh.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, of course. As long as it's something I won't tell you.
Oh.
Far away.
Why do they call you Barabbas?
He's always got away with everything. The filth can't put anything on me. I'm a bit like Kenneth Noy. Yeah? I organise things. I don't touch anything. I get my hands dirty.
Have you ever killed anybody?
No.
Oh.
Not yet. It was always the first time. I'll get other people to do it.
Other people?
Hmm. Other people.
Who?
Well, that'd be saying, wouldn't it? You're asking a lot of questions today, folks.
Yeah, I just... Well, it's just that when you leave here, I just wondered what your life is like.
Sleazy. I know it's sleazy. I have to watch my back the whole time. That's why I like coming to you. I can get away from everything. You're my sanctuary.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
You're my oasis.
Oh.
You're like drinking a belly full of beer, watching United playing at home with my mates, but without all the noise and shit.
Oh.
Come here, my little beauty. Come here. Sit down.
Don't you fear anybody?
Fear? The only people I fear are twin brothers, like modern day Cratons, yeah? So, you might be able to get one. You don't get the other one at the same time. He'll come after you. Anyway. Something I've been meaning to ask you for some time.
Yes.
Open your mouth.
What?
Got a surprise for you. Open your mouth.
No.
Don't you trust me?
Yeah. No, I don't know.
I don't. Whoa! It's all right. I don't hurt my own people. Hey? I look after my own people. Hey? Now. Knock, knock. Open your mouth.
I don't know.
It's not loaded. Come on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Oh yeah. Fucking yes.
Look. Just... What was the surprise?
Go on. It's not loaded. Go on. Trust me. Go on. That's it. Yeah.
Oh.
You know how you told me you've always been looking for Mr. Right? Yeah. And that all the men you met have turned out to be Mr. Wrong? I'm the real Mr. Right! But
What?
will you marry me?
What?
Will you marry me, Rita?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Yeah.
You're losing it. You ought to see someone. How long we've been married now? You was like a fresh flower when I first met you. Now look at you. We're going to end up in the loony bin. Are you going to be loopy?
Loopy? What?
I think you ought to see someone.
See someone?
I've been watching you lately, always staring out the window. You're losing it.
I haven't been staring out the
You
window.
don't seem all there half the time.
It's not true.
Oh, no.
Look, I thought we could, you know, go out for a meal.
What?
Oh, well, I thought it would be romantic.
Romantic, you? You're going to wash your hair and put some makeup on. You're letting yourself go.
Look, if you...
Are you mad or what?
Well, we never touch anymore.
No bloody wonder.
When was the last time we made love?
Piss off.
I mean, I hardly ever see you anymore.
So?
Well, I think there's so much more we could do together.
Like what?
Oh, I don't know. I just know there's a better life out there.
You're staring into space again. Rita. Where are you? Ooh. Come in. Your time is up. Ooh.
Oh. Where'd you go every night? Where?
Never you mind.
I mean, I hardly ever see you. I mean, what do you do when you go out?
None of your business.
I'm so lonely.
Well, go out then.
I can't.
Here's some money.
I can't.
Here's some money.
I'm frightened to go out on my own. I've
Go
lost
up west.
confidence.
Just go out, you silly cow!
It's weird. I haven't got any friends. And if I'd had, I used to have men friends, and they used to ring that bell, and they used to come round, and it was fine, and I wasn't lonely then. You see?
That can be arranged. I can put you back in a flat up west and start you off again.
It's much better then.
I don't know how much I'll get for you now, though. I mean, fuck me, your shop's soiled. Damaged goods!
Where are you going tonight?
None of your business.
I mean, you wasn't home last night. I don't know what you're doing with your life. You're never home, and I could smell perfume on your clothing when you...
When I married you, I didn't expect to have a fucking ball and chain round my ankle. I'm a free man. That poxy little prison can hold me.
Prison. You used to call it home. Indeed.
I don't want to stay here all night and look at your ugly mug.
You loved me once.
Loved you?
Yeah.
I dragged a slut out of the gutter. I can easily throw you back where I found you.
You bastard.
Matter of fact, I'm a bastard and proud of it. I'm the biggest bastard in the East End. That's how I survive.
Oh, no! Oh!
And you little tart.
Why people visit me when you're not here?
Oh, I know, so you keep telling me. It's all in your imagination. Oi, you still taking those pills the doctor gave you?
I had the Pope visit me the other day. I did.
Oh, bless! Oh, bless! Oh, di che cosa avete parlato? Eh? Well, come on. What did you talk about? You're going off your trolley.
On my own. All day. All night.
I think you ought to see someone other than your doctor. You need, help.
I'm lonely.
I've got to go up.
Look, let me come with you. Just let me. I'm on my own all day and all night.
What are you moaning about? You've got everything. I give you everything.
I want you to be here with me.
I've got to go fishing.
That's what you always say when you've got to do some criminal activity.
Well, this time, a certain person is eliminating. Oh yeah.
You're not gonna kill anybody, are you?
Well, let's just say I'm going to give him a fucking good send-off. Now, I have to go.
Look, I
don't touch me!
I wish the world were full of beautiful things instead of ugly things. I always think Mr. Right will come along. All I want is fall in love and get some happiness. All the fun and games. They finished all the booze. They drunk me dry. Hey, would you like a nice cup of tea? I'll put the kettle on. Oh, do you take sugar?
I'm so cold. I'm so cold.
Well, a nice cup of tea will warm you up. I've got some biscuits in the biscuit tin. Yeah, I always like to keep some in because I don't like to get caught short, you know. So I always like to keep some biscuits in. Yeah?
So cold. So cold. My hands. Pain in my hands. So cold. Blackness. All is blackness. There's no hope. I can't get out. I can't get out. What have I done to deserve this? Why am I here? Help me. Help me. I can't see. I've gone blind. I can't see. All I can see is blackness. I can't find my way out. I stumble, I feel along the walls, they're cold and damp. And creatures run over my hands. All I can see is blackness. Blackness is all I can see.
Jesus! No, you've gone and fallen down. What's the matter? What's the matter with your hands? Rita will fix them. Look, would you like a nice cup of tea now, after you're full? Oh, there might be some sandwiches left over from last night. Come to think of it, they might be a bit curly by now, so I'll make you a fresh one. Yeah, fresh one, a fresh sandwich. Fresh sandwich would be better. Yeah, I've got cheese, or ham, or... I think there might be a bit of curry left over from last night. It was very popular, my curry. I made it myself, it was my own recipe. Wasn't his kettle of fish, of course. Fish and chips is what he likes, and a pickled gherkin. He thinks you can catch cold from a curry. Oh, well, the rest of the boys like my curry, yeah. They were paying me compliments about it, yeah. As I was walking among them, they kept paying me compliments about my curry. Well, I have got other food.
The judge asked the crowd who they wanted to set free. Then the judges persuaded the crowd to set Barabbas free. They shouted, "Free Barabbas! Free Barabbas!" I felt so useless. The guards held my arms so tightly. Then the judge ordered the guards to free Barabbas. I saw him grin. I saw him move through the crowd. The crowd was smiling.
Well, I've got to get on. I've got to get this place cleared up. Yeah. Oh, we've had a bit of a party. Yeah. We got carried away. Yeah. I mean, I don't normally drink, but under the circumstances. Oh, Barabbas, he was so happy. You should have seen his face. He couldn't stop smiling. He was full of it. He had a bit of a sing-song. All the old favourites. Down at the old bullet bush, roll out the barrel, I'm mother. Well, it was a surprise that he got off like that, unexpected, you know. I mean, I thought he had it. I thought he was a goner, you know. I mean, I'd packed all his clothes away in boxes, and I'd even taken his pillow away from his side of the bed so as not to remind me. I got myself in that frame of mind. I was going to be on my own. So imagine my surprise when he walked through that door. I thought it was a ghost. He didn't say anything at first. He just stood there with his hands in his pockets. And then he started to grin from ear to ear and then punched the air with his fists. I came over a bit funny. Yeah. I had to have a drop of vodka. Then he was straight on his mobile, you know, to all his friends. I mean, half of them I didn't even know. He was inviting them all over, his friends, their wives, their girlfriends, their children. I mean, the place was thick with people slapping him on the back, and there was laughing and joking. There was children running around with balloons and... Oh, Oh, and the food. You should have seen the food. I put on a bloody good spread.
They stripped me and spat on me, and then they crucified me.
They came for him early one morning. I mean, I didn't know who it was. I got up, I went downstairs, I opened the door. They all rushed in. I could hardly catch my breath. They were saying he murdered somebody. Of course, he does go away on long trips, you know. Sometimes I don't see him for weeks at a time. Going fishing. That's what he calls it, his trips, his business trips. Going fishing. Well, I mean, I don't interfere. I stay at home, I do the housework, and then he returns. But this time, somebody was taking him away. That night, I lay on my bed. I didn't bother to get undressed. I just lay there, looking at the clock, ticking. Tick, 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 tick. I was remembering the good old days, you know, before he met all those people, when life was different, sunnier. We used to go to Southend and have fish and chips. He couldn't go to the seaside without having fish and chips and a gherkin. He said it was traditional.
They gave me vinegar to drink.
Well, after the party was over, well, we was out here in this room, you know, and he was sitting there on his mobile, you know, as usual. And well, I was in heaven, you know, because the party had gone so well. And I mean, I'd spent most the time in the kitchen, but you know, I like spending time in the kitchen, so. And he was sat there, grinning, you know, on his mobile, laughing and talking, and then and then he told me. The silence was broken. He broke the silence. That calm, reflective silence I was feeling. He broke it to tell me he was leaving. I didn't say anything. I came over all funny. He just sat there. All the room went dark, like a tomb. All I could see was his grin shining through the darkness. He said he'd met somebody younger. Tina, from the Ferrier estate. Said that he was going to move in with her. Said she was a topless model for one of them top shelf magazines. Said she was the daughter of one of the inmates he was inside with. He'd been writing to her, sending her love letters. She'd been writing to him, sending him topless pictures of herself. He'd taken my picture down off the wall and put one of her up on his cell wall instead. Said he couldn't control himself. It was love at first sight. After he was banged up at night, he'd lay on his bunk watching her. Says she stopped him from cracking up. I wonder why the letters had stopped. He said I'd be taken care of and I wouldn't want for anything. He wants me to meet her. Tina, that is. He wants me to go to tea one afternoon. To tea with Tina at Tina's flat on the Ferrier estate. Well, you know, I think it's the tits that have done it. He always was a tit man. He just wanted a pair of young tits, you know, looking at him across the breakfast table. He says he's going to go on a photographic assignment with Tina, clad in leather thigh-length boots. Says he's going to become a manager. Well, I can't compete with that. I'll get my shoes at Marks and Spencer's. I'm allergic to leather. Anyway.
My God! My God! Why hast thou forsaken me?